morbidly obese and trying to build muscle. Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I am Steve Shaw. I got a very important topic today. This is from David. David is 360 pounds, morbidly obese. Some trainer has him on a macro diet and he's not losing pounds. He's trying to build muscle at the same time he's trying to lose fat. Some trainer has him doing this. This is a very urgent topic, a very important topic, and one that I just completely get fired up about, because any trainer that is worth his salt is going to know what to do with this individual. Before I get into this topic, if you have any questions, check out the link below. Come on over, submit your questions. The best questions I turn into videos just like this. All right, so I get a question from David. David's 360 pounds. His trainer or whatever has him on some macro diet, and they're trying to get him to lose fat and build muscle at the same time. So the result is that David's not losing weight, but his trainer is, trying to walk that fine line between losing fat and building muscle, so David can get as big as humanly possible while he loses fat. Here's the problem. David, you are morbidly obese. You're going to die if you don't lose the weight. Repeat, and I say this with love, and I say this as someone that was 346 pounds myself. You're going to die. Any trainer who is worth his salt knows the priority for you right now is to lose fat. Yes, you want to go into the gym and you want to train hard, but listen, will you put on some muscle mass? Yes, you put on a little bit of muscle mass. But there's a couple factors at play here. Number one, if you don't lose the weight in an expedient manner, your longevity, the rates of longevity decrease dramatically every year you're alive. I did an extensive feature on this, and men over the age of 50 who are more than 250 pounds, their longevity rates just go boom. So you're lucky to make it to 55, 58, or even 60. Now, if you raise that weight from 250 to 360 where you're at, and you're over the age of 40, you are in deep trouble. Let me repeat that. If you weigh more than 350 pounds and you are over the age of 40, you are in deep trouble. It doesn't matter how much muscle mass you build right now, because you're going to be in a casket. You're going to be in a coffin. How much muscle mass you build doesn't matter when you're dead. So any trainer worth his salt is going to know if you have fat on you, you need to get the fat off. You need to get the fat off. Now, you need to focus on one goal at a time. That is a constant in the nutrition realm, in the lifting realm, in the strength training realm. Focus on one thing at a time. In life in general, when you focus on multiple things, multiple goals at the same time, your rates of success are going to decrease, and that's what you're experiencing right now. If you just focus on fat loss, you're going to be super efficient at it and super successful. If you just focus on muscle building, you're going to be super successful and super efficient. If you focus on both, you're going to see mediocre results on both, and that's what you're experiencing. You might be gaining a pound or two of muscle, but you're still 360 pounds and you're going to die, and no one's going to see the muscle anyway. Lose the fat. Lose the fat. That is your primary mission. Get your body weight down to 220 pounds so you can live. So you can live until 60 and beyond, to 70. That's a much safer rate. But at the same time, you are going to go into the gym and you're going to give it. You're going to give it like everybody else. You're not going to go into the gym and just be a pussy and not try for progressive overload and not use the best exercises. And you're thinking right now, well, if I'm focusing on just fat loss, I'm not going to build any muscle, so what's the point? You're going to build some muscle, and as a big guy, you have more muscle mass to begin with. Now, let me explain. There was a study on sumo wrestlers, and I mentioned this yesterday in yesterday's video. that sumo wrestlers, big guys who weigh a ton of weight, they are untrained and they had just about as much muscle mass as the average natural bodybuilder. So the point here is that when you eat a lot and you gain a lot of weight, you don't just gain fat, you gain extra muscle. So David, you have extra muscle on you already. So with that established, you also need to understand, and any morbidly obese man needs to understand, or woman, that you can still gain muscle at a maintenance level or to a smaller degree in a calorie deficit. How do I know? Because this is such a controversial topic. Well, again, I mentioned this in yesterday's video, and I'm going to repeat it because it's important. If you look at all the studies ever done on muscle building, all of them, hundreds and hundreds, maybe thousands and thousands of them, they're put on different protocols, and we're debating like, does this protocol work better than that protocol? One thing that's consistent is that rarely ever during these studies do they tell these people how to eat. Let me repeat that. Rarely in these muscle building studies do they tell these people how to eat. So they're gaining muscle at God knows what. A lot of them are at calorie maintenance level or about. So this tells us that even though someone isn't on a bulking diet, that they can gain muscle mass. It might not be an optimal rate, but still it is possible. And it's even possible in a slight calorie deficit. So just keep that in mind. So with those things established, you already have a lot of extra muscle mass from being big. You have to train hard, because if you don't, you're going to lose muscle as well, and you're going to get it down to 220 pounds and look like crap. So you have to train hard. You have to train not just to maintain, but hopefully to build a little bit of muscle mass. But your primary goal, your primary mission is to lose the fat. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You can try to walk the fine line and only lose a couple pounds a month, but you know what? It's going to take you forever to get thin, and by then, you're likely to be dead because you're so large. And you know what? Your quality of life sucks. You're depressed because you look in the mirror and see a big guy that can barely wipe his butt. And I'm sorry to offend anybody, but I was there when I was 346 pounds. It's hard to reach your own hinder. It's hard to reach your own hiney. No one wants to live like that. No one wants to get winded walking to the mailbox. So get the weight off. Get the weight off. Get the weight off and lift like a beast in the gym. And then when that weight's off, you're going to be surprised by what you see, that you already have some muscle mass. You may even gain a few more pounds, but don't just linger at that 360 pound mark. Save your own life. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, check out the link below. If you've made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.